All right, let's talk about some things. Marissa, it's okay. You can stand down now. Some things that we're underreacting to put a bow on Week 14. I have teased this much throughout the week, and I will talk about it now. God, I'm super annoyed. I'm super annoyed today. I really am. I got something. Something's up with me today. We are underreacting to how much JK Dobbins means to the Baltimore Ravens. Let me explain. We have been wondering for weeks, starting way before Lamar and that injury, what's wrong with the Ravens offense? They do not look quite the same. And I think a big part of that answer, and one that I haven't heard that much, is how much they in fact missed JK Dobbins, which is sort of shocking to me too. It was his first action almost 2 months after missing all of 2021 with the knee injury. Look at him right now. This is him racking up 15 carries, 120 yards, a touchdown, and he helped Baltimore get that win in Pittsburgh despite being down to third-string quarterback Anthony Brown, who's out there for this team. And I do believe that I am guilty, as many of us are, of believing that the running backs with the Ravens are a part of a system. You can sort of interchange them. We do the same thing with the Niners backfield as well. It's all about Lamar, and if he does his thing and he opens up lanes, everybody back there is going to have success. And this is not to disrespect Lamar or anyone else, but I do think J.K. Dobbins proved a little, and something to keep our eye on here, that he is a big difference maker in this offense. And he had a message that should be frightening for the opposition when he was asked about how he felt and how it felt to have such a monster game in his return. Take a look.
Feels good. It feels good. Still not me all the way yet, and I'm going to continue to get better, and hopefully those 100-yard games will start turning into 200-yard games. Maybe, because I'm just going to keep getting healthier, and like I said, just going to keep getting better. And I got the 100-yard game, and I'm just going to keep stacking on that.
He's confident, and if he says what he means and he can do that and he can, in fact, keep stacking 100-yard games, maybe the Ravens can get through this stretch with these injuries. Maybe they can stay afloat until Lamar gets back. Now, the Browns, they're going to have the work cut out for them, and this game, of course, is Saturday afternoon. Keep an eye on that. Bengals, one game behind them. They look good. They've won 5 straight. Ravens dealing with more injuries than the Bengals, who got their receiving core banged up. But we'll see. I have a sneaky feeling it just felt different with J.K. Dobbins on the field, and he looked special. And if he can carry this team over, it's a guy to keep an eye on down the stretch here. Okay, the other thing that we are underreacting to, and I never thought that I would say this. I literally never thought that I would say this. We are underreacting, I think, a little bit to Patrick Mahomes and what he's doing. I do. I think we have officially normalized what is a superhuman out there doing completely insane things and providing us with completely insane highlights. Let's start with the no-look flip. Oh my gosh. And here he is, and he's off doing Patrick Mahomes things. So no one's really, that's not a big deal. That is a no-look flip to Jerick McKinnon. He escapes the pocket, stiff arms the defender. And then, what is he, Steve Nash with this? We have Shams on. It's an adequate comparison there. It was unbelievable. It's underhand, 56-yard touchdown score for him. Now, to even attempt this, people, in a game, is sort of borderline unhinged, right? This is insane. We're 5 years now, 5 years into the Mahomes experience, and the fact that he's still doing things that we've never seen done on a football field is a bit mind-blowing. And that was not, by the way, all that he gave us on Sunday. After the Broncos made this thing uncomfortably close again, he marched KC right back down the field, and he did this. I was okay, no big deal. Full spin, crashes into 3 defenders, no big deal. How does he possibly find Juju through these 3 dudes? Oh, car crash. What? Game-clinching score. It is obscene what he's doing right now and the level of operation for this quarterback, and that he's continuing to do it without guys like Kadarius Toney, who was a nice addition that obviously showed chemistry and a difference right away. McCole Hardman, he wasn't on the field. Jerick McKinnon was Casey's leading receiver, and he still threw for 352 and 3 scores. So we're looking at Mahomes here. He's currently leading the league in passing yards and touchdowns, on pace to eclipse 5,000 yards and 40 touchdowns, and it's happened with, well, like I said, a revolving door of weapons. 8 different guys have at least 200 yards receiving on the year. No hill, no problem. Let's not normalize what this man is doing. And I believe that we talk about Mahomes more than anybody else, and we talk about him too much and the whole thing. Not too much, actually, but it's a lot. I usually don't say much about him because everyone else is talking about him nonstop. But given the numbers and the circumstances under which said MVP candidate is thriving, he can't not be your favorite approaching the final month of the season. Now, finally, okay, here we go. I think, and I want to know what you guys are underreacting to, so hit me up at Up and Adam Show. We are underreacting to Desmond Ridder replacing Marcus Mariota as the Falcons starting quarterback. You heard me. I talked about the Panthers. They're in the mix, and how in the NFC South. I was talking about that yesterday. But let's not pretend the Falcons aren't right there as well. Check out the NFC South standings. The Falcons also just a game back of Tampa right now, and I think they sense that there's a little bit of blood in the water when it comes to those Bucs. The division so much up for grabs, and I don't think that this move is saying, oh, you know, we're not that great this year. Let's get a look and see what the young guys got. And I think some people think that that's what's going on, but listen to Arthur Smith on Monday talking about the switch.
Got confidence in Desmond, and then again, there's risk anytime you make a move, but you got to be willing to take that if you want to break through and get out of this up and down, you know, inconsistency. And like I said, we've been in a lot of close games. We've made a lot of progress, but our objective is to get over that hump.
It sounds like a man who's going for it, does it not? What do you think? I know the initial gut reaction is that you don't make a mid or late season switch to a rookie quarterback when you're trying to contend, but look at how Lamar Jackson sparked the Ravens. What did he do, right? He vaulted them into a playoff spot in 2018 after Harbaugh decided to bench Flacco. I'm not saying Ridder is Lamar, but if there's anyone who can create that type of spark for a team, is it not Desmond Ridder? He electrified Cincinnati's football program in college. I'm not a college gal, but I've done my research. I know what I know. I asked Hamilton these things. 44-6, I believe, in his career. He dazzled in the pre-draft process at every step with charisma. He was the mature one coming out of the draft that I talked about all offseason. He had the arm talent, all of that. And in the preseason, he looked good. He was making last-second game-winning throws, and that we all watched because we were so curious. I'm excited to see what he can do out there, and we'll see if he has enough to get those Falcons over that aforementioned hump. And if he does, what does it mean for Ridder's future? It's just something that we're not talking about enough because we are all focused on the playoff picture and the top dogs and those stories and what they haven't done. But Ridder needs to be getting enough love. And I know there's other things that I'm not talking about. So let me know at Up and Adam Show. I believe Carmen Vitale is here. She's with Fox Sports. She's incredible, and she's in LA. So we're going to break down some tape. We're going to talk trenches, baby.